Gardner here for Municipal World. We're in beautiful Quebec City this week, and joining me in the Municipal World Media Center are two CAOs from the Muskoka area, Denise Corry from the town of Huntsville and Michael Duben from District of Muskoka. Welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So I wanted to invite you guys in because I know that over the next little bit there are some exciting things going on in the Muskoka area, and want you to let us know what that is.
Sure. Well, I can start. One of the exciting things we have happening is the Municipal Innovators Conference is coming at the end of September of 2019. So we're quite excited about that.
We're going to be there. We're looking forward to it too.
Yeah, it'll be the fifth one. Is it September or October?
It's September.
It's September. I was right. It'll be the fifth one. It started off in Barrie in 2015, and then Burlington, and then after that was Guelph, and then last year there was a really successful one in Calgary with about 225 people, and we're hosting the next one, so we're really excited about that. And it's going to be right in the town of Huntsville at the Deerhurst Resort, which is Denise's neck of the woods.
It is. It is. We're very excited to be hosting such a great conference. Innovation is a key buzzword that we're hearing in all venues, whether it be provincial or municipal government, and it couldn't be more timely than coming to Huntsville, specifically since we've heard lots of mandates from our provincial government that speak to the need for innovative ideas to help continue to provide the services at lower costs and different approaches. So we're very excited to be hosting that in 2019.
Municipalities are doing some incredible stuff right now. It's great to have this conference as an opportunity to share that and learn from each other and take things to the next level for everybody, right?
A lot of people don't think of municipal government as being particularly innovative, government in general, and I think we are, and it's an opportunity to sort of showcase, not just Muskoka, obviously, but just municipal government in general. The interesting thing is that some of the municipalities that came before us, I think, are already associated with innovation. Certainly, places like Burlington and Calgary. And so we were really pleased that we're able to bring it to Muskoka, because I think people think of Muskoka as beautiful cottage country, which it is. Relax. Yeah, and it is, but there's a lot of innovation happening there as well. And almost by necessity, because we don't have the same resources that other places have, a lot of seasonal population, different challenges in terms of topography and size, and so there are things that we have to do differently to provide the services that other municipalities provide. So it's a great opportunity for us to showcase what we do, and it's also just a wonderful place for people to visit and enjoy themselves.
Fantastic. Can you give us any sort of sneak peek or insider's view on what the agenda is going to look like? Anything folks should be interested in?
Yeah, our theme is the evolution of ideas. So we're going to sort of go through that whole process of how a thought actually becomes an idea, and an innovative one. Obviously, a lot of thoughts are just thoughts on the backside of an envelope, and then sometimes they don't go anywhere. So we're going to celebrate ideas, but also celebrate the process, and I think also talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So situations that perhaps didn't work out so well, some situations that really didn't work out so well, and then the successes as well. And I think that has been, this innovation community is a really interesting one, because they have a lot of energy.
Yes.
And we're only now starting to see more CAOs participate in it. It really is driven by more frontline staff, and I know I'll leave people out, but folks like economic developers, Parks and Rec, people who traditionally have communication folks. They have a lot of energy, they have got a lot of ideas, and only now I think it's starting to take hold in senior management and CAOs, because they realize that they have to harness that energy somehow. And so we're hoping we'll have a bunch of different exciting case studies that people can learn from and take some information back home with them.
Which is so important for our teams, I know, to have that support from the upper management level, because unless you can drive that from the top down, it's really hard to be successful. So I know we've had lots of conversations in Huntsville just generally about innovation, the blue sky thinking. There was an excellent article in Municipal World in April that spoke to adaptation and how we can make sure that we don't get stuck in the same rut that we've been in for years. The wicked problems was a great article, and I actually read it a couple times. It was really well written and brought to light a lot of the things that we need to focus on and make sure that we allow things to be pushed to the side and focus on new innovative ideas and encourage them. So I know I will be at the conference for sure. I wouldn't miss it, especially since it's in Huntsville, but I think having the CAOs attend these conferences are very important so we can lead our teams in the direction we need to go.
Okay.
What a great Municipal World plug. That's impressive.
Love the article.
Thank
She's going to invite you back.
Really well.
And Nikki Stricker-Talbot, the author of that, of course, from Calgary, and they're part of the Municipal Innovation Community as well. So that actually came out of an MIC event, so it was fantastic. So CAOs recommended to come on up this September, CAOs from across the country and other folks within the municipal organization to come and participate in that innovation journey.
We look forward to hosting them.
Fantastic. So, speaking of CAOs, why don't you guys tell folks what's happening next year in
Would you like to
Muskoka?
speak to Cameron?
Sure. So I'll speak about CAMA. So, well, we're in Quebec City right now, participating in the CAO Conference in 2019, and once again, Muskoka's shoulder has been tapped, and they're coming to Muskoka, to the same resort, Deerhurst Resort, in 2020. It'd be a very different venue than Quebec City, but a really lovely place. It's much more self-contained, so people will have a lot of opportunity to get to meet each other and to just enjoy Muskoka. Deerhurst is a beautiful facility that many people want to spend time at. So it'll be a great opportunity for us to show all of Canada and the CAOs from all over Canada, what Muskoka is and the hospitality there and just the wildlife. And it's just calm. You don't hear, ambulances and city traffic and construction. It's just a very calm. We talked about resiliency earlier in this conference. It's a great place to just sort of unwind and relax and take some deep breaths and enjoy nature.
Absolutely. I can attest to that. It's a beautiful part of the country. So.
And we'll have trips into Huntsville, no doubt. So why don't you tell us about some of the things we might be able to do in Huntsville?
Well, some of the things we might be able to do in Huntsville, certainly have some attractions, maybe not to the degree that Quebec City has, but we do have some historical attractions that hopefully we'll be able to have our delegates participate in. We also have some, and I haven't spoken with Jennifer to confirm some of this, but we also have some activities that are probably 30 minutes down the road, something that might include maybe a boat tour in Gravenhurst. We have some beautiful waterways that we're really hoping the delegates embrace. It really, truly will be a conference to unwind and relax and enjoy the break that I know the Chief Administrative Officers really deserve. Because they do obviously have very full plates for 12 months a year. So would encourage them to bring their families. It's a great place to bring your kids. We have treetop trekking, which I myself will not be participating in, but we do have a lot of activities that I think would be, and just to be able to walk along our beautiful waterfronts and just enjoy nature in general. Chances are very likely you will see deer, and you will certainly be able to hear the frogs in the evening, and it's just such a serene place to be.
It's very relaxing. World-class golf, if you like golfing, there's world-class golf within minutes away. Algonquin Park is just north, so if people have some extra time and they're really into wildlife and hiking, it's a great place to visit as well. So.
And Muskoka really does have the kind of quintessential Canadian landscape that, group of seven, Tom Thompson, I know I took a trip there myself, stayed in Huntsville and did the Canoe Lake trip out to Tom Thompson's cairn and stuff. So it's a great place to come for a conference and then stay for a vacation for a few
And you
days.
just never know who will be there. You might run into Bobby Orr, you might run into Snoop Dogg was just in Huntsville last week.
Shania Twain?
Shania Twain, that's right.
Celebrity sightings to be had in Huntsville.
For sure. But and even our Algonquin Theatre, I'm not sure what the venue will be for next year, but we have a beautiful 400 plus seat theatre that I know will definitely not disappoint if we do have events going on. So there's lots to do. You will not be bored.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in and chat about it. Congratulations on all this great stuff that's happening in the Muskoka area and Huntsville.
Thank you very much.
Susan Gardner here for Municipal World with Denise Corry and Mike Duben. We share your stories.